try it. Let's try it. Love Florence and the Machine. Same. What do you think of the new album? Also for your reference, that right there is a poster. I got it at the record store listening party that they had. Yeah. Okay, here. So cool, right? I know you can't see it, but I added I added a corner accent light swag light to my shopping list so that you could see it a little bit better. So that corner could be a little better lit. In my entire house, I do not have any overhead lighting other than in my kitchen and my dining room. Everything else is very 70s and it's all lamplit. The light switch, the one light switch in this room goes to that lamp. So, but yeah, super fun, right? Goose, please don't. You're gonna break my computer. You gotta wait nicely. I'm trying to work on training him a little bit because I just let him up whenever he asks, and that's great. If while he waits, sometimes that's when his tail wags. And the other poster, Ed. So wait, yes. So yes, it's not a poster. It's actually a photo that I took of Ed Sheeran. Um, But yeah, X, I don't know if you know too much about me. But I started out as a concert photographer, but now I work in music. I still do concert photography here and there. But yeah, so behind me is my entire music career. So, well, most of it. I still have more stuff that I got to put up, but good boy. Come on. That's living the dream. Sure is. So yeah, I currently work for a music publication. I'm helping run it, run operations. So I get to go to shows, photograph them, be a journalist, meet musicians. And then I'm helping other journalists do the same, and I'm teaching them how to do that. I just shoot for fun. Oh, cool. And buy glass I probably don't need. Nice. But yeah, so that's one of the things that I do. That's what I started doing in I'd say like 2016, 2017. This Ed Sheeran shoot that I did was the reason that I have any music career whatsoever. Like that one was the one that got me started. Yeah. So what do you do with the glass that you don't need? Do you like do you make anything out of it? In another life, I was an English lit journalism major. Nice. I actually was. Um, Yeah, I didn't major in journalism because even journalism majors were like, I don't know why I did that. That field is dead, which it's not, but it is at the same time. It's just like if I wanted to get hired in journalism, I probably would have been just as likely with an English lit degree, which here I am, journalism. Um, so yeah, I was thinking I was being gonna be a like a more traditional journalist. But yeah, so I do that. And then through that, I work with another company that manages musicians and dance music primarily. And I do their PR for like releases and stuff. And then like help with other services as well. Lenses. Oh, yes. By glass I don't need. Got it. It's kind of why I pivoted to IT. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the art alive because I think that there is some really big value in having a human voice with opinions. Do I share many of those opinions here? No. But that's because I want to have like a kind of that safe space for people to escape to because I think a lot of people think about like a lot of the political stuff, the political atmosphere, um, other things like that, quite a lot. And I think that this place could be a really nice escape from that. Yeah, and there's too much slop. I mean, AI is making it even harder for the journalism field. But I will say from my experience, there's been quite a lot of backlash against AI. So I would think as long as there's like that backlash and I think that there's going to be a regulation pretty soon. I really, really hope so. Like I'm just trying to like hope for that and hope for regulation because what else am I going to do, right? You know? Worry about it. AI can't replace quality writing. Well, not right now, it can't. But writing was already a dead field before AI. So it's like maybe the nail in the coffin. That's what a lot of people think. Do I think so? I don't know, maybe. Maybe not. Could be for now. It's at least like cutting a lot of jobs out there, but I also have been getting more jobs in writing that have paid than I ever have before. So for me personally, it's not making any difference. It might be helping my case because I sound human, you know? I mean, I'm not saying I don't use it. Like I think that the way that this world works is that to an extent we are gonna have to learn how to use it. I've treated it as AI being a tool, not a voice. If I use it as a voice, it doesn't give me what I want anyways, but like, you know? And whenever I have used it, I have used it as a search engine, but I use it as a search engine to, no, I've pretty much just used it as a search engine. But I use it to like navigate trends as well to like help me with some trends because it understands trends fairly well. I feel like you have to kind of know how to like get it out of it though. And it still uses its silly AI voice. So it's not going to do anything that's going to help my job description other than for research purposes at least. Yeah, I agree. I think so too, and I think that that's also scary, but I have been talking with a lot of people that agree. Because I mean, I'm in love with the creative process. That's why I do as much as I do. I mean, I make chainmail for fun. I'm working on a novel, and then I do like my day job stuff, which is just like creative field things. Um, like outside of concert photography, I'm photographing portraits and other music, like album covers and stuff and promo. So, like, I'm all about that creative process and all about creative, critical thinking, having human discussions, stuff like that. And so for a while, was like really worried about it, but at the same time, like, I think if that's really what our reality is going to be, then I need to pick my side and decide what I'm going to be doing about it and how I'm going to make the world a place that can encourage the creative thinking in my own way, right? Because I think as long as people are struggling to have that creative thinking, I don't think that it's going to totally die out, you know? Like, will it be harder? Yeah. Will it be more tempting to not have critical thinking? Oh, yeah. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that fall into that. But I can only like really think of it from a selfish perspective, which is like, I'm not gonna go that route. I'm gonna try to be, as creative and such as possible, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know really what else to say because, like, other than the fact that AI and generative AI in particular was trained off of stolen things, um, like, that's my biggest argument against it. Um, Other than that, I don't really trust the majority of people to use it wisely. I think a lot of people are going to use it as a shortcut to get what they want and discourage what makes us human, which is critical thinking, which is creative process, creative struggle, struggling over things. I feel like what makes us human is, struggling. Even in tech, yeah. Yeah. In tech, I could see that being helpful, but also like kind of a double-edged sword because I I learned a lot of things through asking ChatGPT things. And then also, oh my gosh, then the effect on the environment too. I mean, I gotta think about that as well because every time I do a search, it takes up a ton of water or whatever. So yeah, that's also something that needs to be addressed and fixed. I'm still doing research on that aspect myself personally. Um, but I wanted to like kind of gain my own opinion first, and I think I have. Definitely. I agree. Um, I think that's also kind of, well, I can't speak for tech or like practical fields where you need to learn things hands-on. But with my kind of work, it's not that I wasn't trained. I already had the foundation, but there's a lot of guessing and a lot of guesswork in between like the beginner stage and then the intermediate stage. And when you're kind of like self-taught, you're gonna either be using YouTube, Google, or something else, right? Hi Hector, how you doing? Oh, I need to remind my husband I need things. But if I hire a guy that says I can do this or this, they better actually know it. I totally agree with you. I can't go into too much detail about this, but I have personal experience with that when I'm training, like, I don't know, whenever I'm even like hiring journalists and looking for journalists, like some of them say that they can do things. And then I'm like, okay, I trust your word, I'll take your word for it. And then they have Chat GPT write the article for them. And I'm like, why are you here, bro? Like you're here to learn how to write. And it's like they think that I'm stupid and that I wouldn't see it or that I wouldn't be paying attention to it. So, I don't know. Kind of silly. Oh, hi. That's gonna be end of YouTube.